I don't really know how to start to begin to tell this news and what I am about to ask for, that I am asking everyone watching this video so desperately to help me and my family. Hello everyone. This is my father, Luis. He's currently being detained in an ICE detention center. Trying to just read this off what I have originally written my GoFundMe for an update. He was first detained in the detention center in Elizabeth, New Jersey, and has now been moved to a detention center in Texas, and his whereabouts of what specific detention center is still unknown.
Tell me if I'm wrong, but it's a crime to be in this country illegally. So if you're not a criminal, why would ICE arrest you for being in this country illegally?
February 11th, my dad was on his way to work early in the morning around 6 a.m. when an officer asked him for his ID. In a moment of panic of fear, my dad knew what was coming. My father is a hardworking, caring, loving, and godly man with no criminal record. He has been nothing but kind. To know my father is to know that he would never hurt a fly or cause anyone harm. He has lived in this country for 30 years and has faced unimaginable hardships, including 2 brain tumors and more recently a stroke that has left him fragile. He is in no condition to be in this situation.
So as a father, I totally understand where this girl is coming from. She's concerned for her father, and I get it. And I am going to promise I'm going to let the video play, so forgive me. But I just had to jump in here real quick. I don't really understand why these people don't understand that coming here illegally is a problem. 30 years. You're telling me in 30 years he couldn't have gotten this corrected. You only have to be here, I think, 14 years to be a citizen? That's more than twice that time frame. And the other thing, too, is one of the things I like to do is I like to always link back to the content creator, this young lady here. So if you want to go check out her channel, I will make sure that I link it in the description section. Whether I agree with her or not, I will definitely do that for you that want to go and check out more of her content. So let's get back to the video.
Many years my father has worked tirelessly to provide for our family. He's one of the many immigrants who have contributed to this country's economy, yet he has struggled with the legal system, facing severe challenges in obtaining his papers. He has shown me what it means to start from nothing, to build a life with hard work and sacrifice. As the eldest child in his family in Ecuador, he took responsibility by providing for his loved ones. He came to this country, fell in love with my mother, and gave my sister and I a life filled with love and support. I am proud to be my father's daughter, and I will do everything in my power to reunite him with our family. Luis is a father, a husband, a brother, a son, and a loving man who has sacrificed so much for those he loves. Now it is my turn to fight for him. And I am asking so desperately, and I apologize for it, for any possible help to cover legal fees and other expenses to ensure that this nightmare ends. Please help me fight this battle for him. I love and miss him so dearly.
So I have compassion for her just from another human being standpoint, to see her crying and crying about her dad. I get it. I'd probably be the same way. But what people keep failing to realize is you cannot come in this country illegally. Okay, if I go out and I rob a bank tomorrow, that is a crime. They're trying to make it all about, well, it's a civil crime. It's still a crime. Okay, if you're here illegally, you are a criminal. If I rob a bank, I am a criminal. I need to be charged accordingly. Her father needs to be charged accordingly. I'm sorry that he didn't see it as much of a priority to do anything about it 30 years ago.
God bless you all who are watching this video. I read that directly from what was on my GoFundMe page, and I never thought that, like, my last video was just bringing awareness to what's going on. And unfortunately, my family has been hit with the most traumatic experience I can never imagine. And truthfully, I am so scared of what's to come, and I am trying everything in my power to have faith, and I do have faith, and I know I will see my father again. Unfortunately, our lives will never be the same with who is running this country.
And the sad thing about it is, I don't care how much money she raises on this GoFundMe page, Donald Trump's in office now. Tom Homan ain't playing. Christine Noem ain't playing. No matter how much money he's got, he's leaving this country.
Unfortunately. As mentioned before, my dad is currently being detained in a detention center in Texas. Me and my family have still to figure out where exactly, because to my knowledge, I know there's a couple different facilities in Texas. To know my dad is to know that this man has always sacrificed so much in the beginning. My dad has struggled so much in regards to his health. I don't have memory of this because I was literally a baby. My dad had 2 brain tumors. My dad most recently had a stroke that left him very delicate in regards to his health. My family and I have just been through so much and have always had this fear in the back of my mind. As I said, with this man in office, everything is just moving so fast that I have to process the fact that my dad is not home. And
you know, it's funny, nobody cared how fast Biden was bringing them in this country. I'm sorry, and you guys can tell me if you think I'm being cruel or if I'm being hard-hearted, but it's hard for me to have sympathy for this young lady. It is, or I should say empathy. It's hard to feel sorry for her because her father broke the law. And not only did he break the law, but he never tried to do anything to remedy the situation. 30 years?
know how long. I had to process how he must be feeling in the detention center. I had to process him leaving the detention center in Elizabeth. I had to process now that he is in Texas and me and my sister can no longer have such easy access to visit him. With how fast things are moving, I am terrified. I'm so terrified of what's to come. My apologies if I do not know what to say. I honestly didn't want to even make a sit-down video, but I think I am blessed enough to have the platform that I do have to not only bring awareness to others, but to truthfully know that I have to do everything in my power to help my dad. And if that means sit down, make a TikTok, be vulnerable, what the fuck is going on in my life, I'm gonna do.
You know, the sad thing for this young lady, you're not going to get much sympathy. The majority of the people voted for Donald Trump in this country, okay? And I'm glad he's moving fast. I'm sure most Americans are glad he's moving fast. I actually wish he was moving faster because I didn't like it when they were allowing them in here, pouring over the border and flying them in here under the cover of darkness and all the garbage that we saw. I didn't like it. So you're not going to get sympathy from me. From one human to another human, yeah, it breaks my heart to see you sad. But if you want to blame somebody, don't blame Trump. Blame your dad for not doing the right thing and putting you in this position in the first place. Again, I will make sure I link back to the content creator. I like to do that whether I agree with whatever it is they're saying or not. I love you guys, and I will check you on the next one. Later.